Hey, welcome to Living the Dream with MS. Today's the day. Today's the day for the Magic Plant video. It's a controversial topic. It is a sensitive topic. I'm going to treat it with some seriousness and respect. Hopefully those of you watching can do the same, and maybe it'll stimulate some productive conversations. In 1999, I was diagnosed with MS. I had leg pain. And I had rigidity, muscle rigidity in the legs. So the real bad stiffness, like the contraction of a muscle spasm. Since then, I had been diagnosed till about 2012, 2013, I had been prescribed lots of different medications to try to deal with the pain. I was subscribed narcotic pain medications, the Percocet, that family. Didn't really do anything except for make me groggy, but it didn't really help the pain. Ultram, which is a watered down opioid, again, it would make me groggy, but not really address the pain. They tried antidepressants, like they do for people with other nerve issues. Stuff like Lyrica. Didn't really work for me. Just literally didn't really do anything. The last group that they tried were a family of like anti-seizure medications, baclofen being the one that I tried. Baclofen worked for me, but you did have to be tested to make sure liver function was okay. I didn't really care for that. And also, they had to keep upping it because my body would grow a tolerance to it or whatever. And so they had to keep increasing it. And it started getting to the point where I was foggy and not really happy with how I was feeling. So I went in 2012, 2013 to a physician who specialized in medical cannabis. It wasn't one of these crazy back alley shady things where, you say, oh, my back hurts, and they write you a prescription. Those exist. That's not what I went to. I went to a medical professional. I went to a doctor whose background was in pain management, and he had done the research and made himself a subject matter expert in medical cannabis. He taught me a lot. He had an 8-page questionnaire that went through my pain, went through my emotional state, and many, many different details to make sure that I was a good candidate for it, and if I was, what varietal that I should use. He educated me on what I should use and how I should use it, and it's been a very positive thing for me, and I'm going to share some of that information with you. There are two main strains of cannabis. There's indica and there's sativa. Indica is a much more of a depressant, and I mean that as in it relaxes the body, it slows the body down, it tends to be sedating. And then there's sativa. Sativa is a much more uplifting, cerebral sort of effect. So indica is used generally for physical pain management. Sativa is used, and this is very controversial because some people don't agree that it works there, but sativa is used for depression, ADHD, things along those lines that are cerebral issues to be dealt with. There are two main chemicals that are the medicines in cannabis. There's THC, which is the psychoactive chemical. That's the one that gives you the giggly Beavis and Butthead kind of high. That's THC. And then the CBD, which is non-psychoactive. That really works on the neurological system. That does the calming down, gives you the heavy body effect, that kind of stuff. Okay, that being said, when we tried it for me, we started at nighttime, and we used a mix. It was a mix of not only indica and sativa, so that I could get a balance of relieving some of the stress that I've been experiencing, along with my body relaxing physically so that I could go to sleep. The same thing is that there's a decent mix of THC and CBD in it. It's okay at nighttime to get a little silly, which the THC will induce, but that relaxation along with the CBD giving me the heavy body relaxation. When I say body relaxation, this is the only thing I've experienced that makes this nerve pain stop. It's not that I don't care about it. The nerve pain is quieted, almost muted, which allows me to get to sleep. Sleep, obviously, as I've talked about fatigue and everything else, is extremely important, and that's the first thing I had to be able to manage, was calming my mind and body between the stress in my mind and the pain in my body so that I could go to sleep. And since I've started, I've successfully been able to get 6, 7, 8 hours of good, solid sleep. That makes me more productive, more refreshed in the morning, more able emotionally to deal with the day as well. So that's nighttime. Once I was doing that at nighttime, I was able to cut out the baclofen, which made my body actually feel even better. So then we started looking at daytime. Now, I'm a parent. I'm a coach. I am a professional who's managing people's money. I'm a lot of things that require mental acuity, mental sharpness. So I can't be consuming something with THC in it during the day. Not an option. So if I have enough pain that I require to do something during the day, which happens, I use something that's exclusively CBD, and I also use much less than I would at nighttime so that I'm able to safely drive, safely work, and not worry about my body being cumbersome. But using a little bit cuts the edge out of the pain, and I'm able to function while still being sharp. This last 3 years, compared to the years before, I'm much more productive. I'm able to do the things I want to do physically with obvious limitations. But if I didn't have this medication, I wouldn't be out on a field coaching any sports because I couldn't handle the pain. I couldn't handle the pain, and I was too tired from the pain. Now that I'm able to manage the pain with this medication, I'm able to do those things with my children, and quite frankly, other people's children. I'm able to go to meetings in the evening. Once I got home from work, when I was on other medications, I was done for the day, done at 5 or 6 o'clock for the whole day. In my 30s, that's preposterous. It's not living. This medication has allowed me to carry it further and live. I understand it's a sensitive subject. I understand some people don't like it. It is a legal medication in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Hopefully someday it's a legal medication in the United States. It is one of the oldest medications known to man. Goes back to the Native American culture. Many other cultures around the world used this before they started pressing pills that altered our minds and our livers. So it's been a sensitive subject for me. One I really was hesitant to talk about, but the more time goes on, I really felt like it was important for me to share this information, hopefully remove the taboo of it, and open up a dialogue about when or what's appropriate, and hopefully be able to help some people. Other people that are suffering like I am and have been, I really encourage to go to a medical professional and get the information. Don't just grab it and try it out. I honestly believe that. Go to a medical professional that specializes in this. Talk through your options, fully understand your options and what they're going to do to your body, what they're going to do to your mind, all of those kind of things. But I strongly recommend that if the doctor recommends it, that you try it. One other thing that I didn't cover is how I do it. I'm a former smoker, cigarette smoker, so I wasn't about to start smoking again. So the path that I use is called vaporizing. You use there are different devices where you heat it up, and the CBD THC comes out in a vapor, and that's what you inhale. And so you get the delivery of the medication without the carcinogens of burning the product. So that has made a big difference for me because I haven't felt the urge to smoke, and it's still effective for me. Hopefully this information's been helpful. Hopefully too many people weren't turned off or offended or worked up by this, because it is something that's important for people to know. I'm glad that I shared it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section on YouTube or on Facebook. And I'm going to keep living the dream with MS.